Hi, everybody. I'm Zach, and I like movies, and I'm here to talk to you about the new War of the Worlds movie brought to you by Amazon Prime. This is it's War of the Worlds. It's one of the most famous stories in the entirety of the science fiction canon. It's pretty much the quintessential alien invasion story. Uh, very much well known for its many adaptations, whether it's the Orson Welles radio play that caused an actual panic, or the 1950s B movie, and actually the now 20 years old Steven Spielberg remake that is pretty underrated as far as Spielberg movies go. I think it really captured some those initial fears and paranoias about post 9/11 pretty well, especially for movies at the time, I think. And now in 2025, we have War of the Worlds as a desktop thriller. It's a movie it stars Ice Cube as an NSA surveillance dude and impotent helicopter dad who is sees the alien invasion through and tries to help stop it through his desktop screen. It's very bad. This movie is very, very bad. Genuinely, probably just gonna easily be worst of the year. And that's a safe bet. But I'm gonna say an even a bolder claim. This is going to go down as the funniest bad movie of the decade. I'm calling it now. I think this has Madam Web beat in terms of like funny bad movies. And I gotta say, I'm kind of glad that it is so funny bad, and it is funny. Like, I think the comedy that comes out of watching this movie is really, I think overshadows the cringe and embarrassment I feel watching it. But yeah, I am glad we have a movie like this, a movie that, yeah, everyone early reactions that I was seeing online like a week ago, everybody was like clowning on it. Everybody was like saying other things like, "Oh, it's so funny, it's bad," or like, "This is like the worst movie I've ever seen." And everyone was like making fun of like Ice Cube's reaction. He always just like his face in the corner, just be like, "Get out of there!" Or making that that serious Ice Cube face he does. But to my shock, like literally last night, I found out it was a War of the Worlds movie, so I had to see it. I had to see it for myself, and yeah, it's everything they all said it was. It's very bad. It's very embarrassing. It's an embarrassing movie to watch. But I'm glad this one is really for the bad movie enthusiasts. This is a movie everyone can just kind of watch and agree, yeah, this is a bad one. And it's a bad movie that we're all not miserable exists, you know? I think a lot of the like big bad movies, the bad movies everyone talks about, everyone's just kind of just either just like, if they're not like making culture war shit out of it, they're just like everyone's just mad, miserable that it exists. Whether it's like a live action Disney remake where you're just sitting there, just reliving the same beats that you saw when you were a child, and you're just like, God, who the hell asked for any of this? Or it's something like The Electric State, like just this Russo brothers produced slop that's has so many names attached, is costs like a disgusting amount of money, and somehow no one cares, no one will see it. It is just to be dumped on streaming services for that, and no one will care. It is just slop with a capital, bold-faced, underlined SLOP. But War of the Worlds, I think is a little different. It has what I would describe this movie as someone tried to make a Neil Breen movie without any of the charm. Which is a little funny because like the writing of this movie feels like it was made by like a Connor O'Malley character, just like it's like trying to say aliens and like comment on our big tech influenced technology obsessed daily lives, and how everything's computer, and And the conclusions it comes to is that, like, yeah, everything's computer, but isn't that kind of cool? Like, yeah, it's bad that, like, we're living in a surveillance state, but isn't all this surveillance kind of useful too? Like, our NSA, our guy is our lead character is an NSA surveillance dude who spies on his own family, and his family knows that they're spying, that he's listening in all the time, even though he's not really there. And they have just some truly just terrible dialogue back and forth with him. Ice Cube has a daughter an adult daughter who's pregnant, and he calls her up on Zoom, and chews around for not picking some food with enough protein for the baby, and then she's like, well, what are you talking about? How do you know this? And it's like a shot of like the camera in her fridge, and he's like, well, let me just say, me and your fridge are pretty tight, or or the just or like he's like hashing out with his son, and he says, and his son's like, and just like stating the lesson he needs to learn. It's like, for someone who spends their whole life watching, you sure do miss a lot. And yeah, I would say this is a career low for everyone involved. Ice Cube especially, and I think Ice Cube is a pretty, he could be a pretty good actor. I remember Boys in the Hood. Hell, I remember the 21 Jump Street movies. He's funny. He's got good timing. He's charismatic when he needs to be. But oftentimes it shows that he's tends to be as good as the material that he's working with, and no one can really make this material work. Not Ice, not Ava Longoria as like this NASA scientist lady who early on she's like, hey, hey, Radford, have you seen have you checked out these weird weather events? Do you know what's causing them? And he's like, I watch weather, not people. Or not her, or Clark Gregg, who's like what was he? He was like the NSA director who makes a turn there's like a villain turn from him, and it's so it's so abrupt, and so he just immediately turns into like a cartoon, and the turn he takes is so cartoonish that I'm honestly disappointed he just didn't break out in an evil laugh. Ice Cube gets help from this don't call it anonymous hacker group called the Disruptors. Really, really funny. And he finds out the identity of one of them by just basically fiddling with the voice pitch settings. It's so silly. And the moment that happens, when he realizes who it is, it does the vertigo shot, which you've seen it a lot. You've seen it like Jaws, you've seen it in Vertigo. It's where it's what happens where the lens is they tighten the lens and shift the focus as the camera is physically moving closer to the subject, and it makes the background sort of warp. But the background is the background behind Ice Cube is constantly in this it's obviously a green screen, and the keying around him is just so off. He's so obviously in front of a green screen that when it does hit that vertigo shot, I burst out laughing. And you know what else I laughed at? The rest of the effects. These are very bad. Wow, I was shocked. I feel like bad special effects in cheap movies are more fun than bad special effects in expensive movies. I would probably take again, to compare this to something like The Electric State, this is just so Electric State is there, but I'm so disengaged from everything that I wouldn't care if it's there. This is these effects are so obviously not there that I'm honestly just laughing so much. I'm sort of sucked back in because in that same way, wow, that looks so bad. The effects here are you have these pretty generic, kind of generic silver these you think of the classic tripod War of the Worlds tripods and how just their iconography, but here they look like they were souped up by Tesla. Yeah, they're like a Tesla car version of the tripods, and they look like trash. They look like stupid pristine drones, and the they're so obviously not there. Like if they were in this shot right here, and one was standing right next to my head, could obviously tell. Like Photoshop would look better. I've seen better convincing effects in car commercials. Uh, and speaking of Tesla cars and commercials, there are obvious product placements with Tesla and a very plot relevant Amazon delivery drone in this Amazon original movie that saves the day. It's a thing of beauty. You really should see this. Like, I sort of disagree with people who say that this is like just this is like just painful to watch. I disagree. This one is for the bad movie enthusiasts. I would rather take a bad movie like this than like something that like just costs so much and just no one involved really tried at all. But yeah, no one's really trying, but also I'm having more fun with it. And yeah, like I said, I think this has something like Mad Web down in terms of like the funny bad movies. I would recommend this for a bad movie night with friends. Yeah, kind of it. Pretty embarrassing. It's very it's very poorly made. It's embarrassing. It's corny. It's cringe, and it's very funny. I would highly recommend this. I give this a very enthusiastic 1 out of 10, and I am probably just gonna watch an actually great movie. Just kind of pair with this, I guess. You know, just yeah, that's War of the Worlds. I don't know what else to say. Just watch it, have a laugh, enjoy yourself, and you know, fuck Amazon for their business practices, and yeah, point and laugh at them. And I guess that's it. I'm Zach. I like movies. I have a lot more movies to watch, and I hope you watch more movies too. And because movies are good, movies are life, and life is worth living. And I will see you all next time. You take care of yourself.